Lakers in a crucial decision. Steven Adams in purple and gold. Jackson Hayes surprises. What does this mean for the title? What's behind a possible Steven Adams trade to the Lakers? Is the team about to take a strategic step that could change everything? And what does Jackson Hayes' rise mean for the team's title plans? With the Lakers season gaining momentum, there are many decisions being discussed behind the scenes, including trading Gabe Vincent and Cam Reddish. If the team is able to add Steven Adams, one of the most physical centers in the NBA, the implications could be huge for the balance between defense and offense. Did you know that Jackson Hayes has proven to be more valuable than many thought? With 8 points, 4 rebounds and 2 blocks, he is emerging as a key player, showing that the Lakers' roster depth is stronger than many believed. And of course, Anthony Davis is playing at an MVP level with 29 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists and 4 blocks. LeBron James, even at 40 years old, continues to impress with 21 points, 10 rebounds and 13 assists. This shows that the Lakers can really compete for something big this season. The question is, should the Lakers sacrifice players like Gabe Vincent and Cam Reddish, as well as a potential second-round pick, to bring Steven Adams from Houston? If such a trade happens, it could further strengthen the front court and allow Davis to play more naturally as a power forward, reducing his defensive burden and expanding his offensive play. But of course, there are risks. If this trade doesn't bring the expected return, the Lakers' future could be compromised. Is the team ready to make this decision, knowing that every move could define the future of the franchise? At the same time, consistent performances from players like Dorian Finney-Smith have been essential to the team's balance. His recent 16-point effort, including 3 three-pointers, stood out as a clear example of how dangerous the Lakers can be when all the players click together. Teamwork and bench chemistry are also factors that have shown great improvement this season. Solid defense and the ability to react quickly in offensive transitions are signs of a team that is constantly on the rise. Jackson Ha. The team is in 6th place in the Western Conference, with 23 wins and 18 losses, but the signs of growth are clear. And that's exactly why a strategic trade could be the push the Lakers need to move up a level. If they could stay competitive without a full roster, imagine the impact of a reinforcement like Steven Adams, a dominant center who can give Anthony Davis more flexibility, allowing him to play more time in his natural power forward role. This move could ease the load on Davis, allowing him to focus more on offense and less on his defensive responsibilities. However, the consequences of any trade are always uncertain. What the Lakers need to evaluate is whether sacrificing valuable pieces like Gabe Vincent, Cam Reddish and a second-round pick is really the right move. If the Adams trade doesn't yield the expected impact, it could result in a setback for the team. The Lakers need to be sure that adding Adams will be more beneficial than keeping the current roster. This is the crucial dilemma the franchise faces, a team that is loaded with stars like LeBron and Davis, but needs fine-tuning to compete with the other powerhouses in the league. The time to make those strategic changes is now, while LeBron is still in impressive form and Davis is in one of the best moments of his career. What is clear is that if the Lakers can balance their stars with supporting pieces like Finney-Smith and Hayes, and if they can make the right trades, this season could mark the rebirth of a basketball dynasty. Not just because of the talent already on the roster, but because of careful management and bold trade decisions. The season is far from over, and with the right mix of young talent and seasoned veterans, the Lakers have what it takes to defy expectations and challenge for the top spot in the Western Conference, leading the franchise to another title. The question remains, will they make the right moves at the right time? Is the group ready for the pressure of trades and high expectations? The future of the Los Angeles Lakers could very well depend on this decision. On top of that, the pressure to compete is greater than ever. With LeBron James now in his 40s, every season is a unique opportunity to win another title, and the window for that is closing fast. While LeBron still shows flashes of his greatest potential, questions about the future of his career are starting to loom large. What if he had to cut back even more minutes to protect his health? What if Anthony Davis gets hurt again? These are all worrying scenarios that any Lakers fan should be aware of, especially if the team doesn't bolster its depth with pieces that can carry the load when its big stars aren't at their best. At the same time, confidence in other players, such as Dorian Finney-Smith and Jackson Hayes, is growing. If these players can maintain the level of performance they've seen recently, the Lakers will have more options to manage LeBron and Davis's loads throughout the season. Hayes, for example, may not be the top name, but his evolution as a defender and his ability to contribute points and rebounds in crucial moments make him a valuable asset. If he continues to develop, he could become the type of player the Lakers need for a title run. This potential exchange is not just about the now, but also about the future. How the Lakers manage these picks, especially with players like Gabe Vincent and Cam Reddish, could define not only the team's ability this season, but also its long-term future. While the window for LeBron to continue competing at the highest level is limited, what the Lakers do with these assets could have a major impact on the future of the franchise. So even with the pressure to be competitive immediately, the team needs to carefully consider the consequences of any strategic move. A player like Adams could be the key to that stability, or the team could find alternatives that provide more balance in the long run. What matters is that the Lakers have a solid foundation and a group of players ready to take the next step if the right decisions are made at the right time. And if stars like LeBron, Davis, Finney-Smith, and Hayes are combined with new additions, it could be the beginning of a new era for the Lakers. One where a title is not just a possibility, but an expectation. The franchise's success is directly tied to how they handle these challenges, both on and off the court. The season is underway, but what lies ahead could be the biggest chapter of all. So the Lakers are not just looking at the present, but also at what's to come. Whether the franchise decides to strengthen its roster with a player like Steven Adams, or whether it seeks other options to reinforce it, each move will be crucial to building a balanced and competitive team. The key to the Lakers' success in the coming seasons will be finding the balance between established stars and complementary pieces that can fill in the gaps, whether defensively or offensively. The Lakers' current scenario, with LeBron James and Anthony Davis as pillars, is strong, but still dependent on the health of these two players. The question everyone is asking is, will they be able to maintain this level of performance for another season? The fact that LeBron, at 40, is still one of the best players in the league is a testament to his longevity and skill, but injuries and age can take their toll over time. Davis, one of the most dominant players in the NBA, has shown that when healthy he is capable of carrying the team, but his recurring injuries remain a concern. This pressure on the stars could be alleviated with the arrival of players like Adams or other reinforcements that bring depth to the squad. Adams' presence in the paint not only solidifies the defense, but also gives the team an important physical option to protect the rim and control rebounds, something crucial in playoff games where every possession counts. Having this type of player to complement Davis and LeBron could be the missing piece for the Lakers to become truly unbeatable. Additionally, with the team positioned well in the Western Conference standings, adding another player with Adams' profile could be the difference the Lakers need to advance to the finals and, who knows, win another title. The road ahead won't be easy, and the team will have to adjust quickly to the changes, but the core of experienced and talented players is there. The key now will be managing these stars and strengthening the areas where the team can still improve. The team is already showing signs of improvement, and if the Lakers continue to adjust and strengthen their roster, they will have the tools to go far. The real question will be whether those reinforcements come in time to ensure an effective rotation and solid defense, allowing the core players, LeBron, Davis, Finney-Smith and others, to maintain their level of play without overtaxing their bodies. Now, it's a matter of seeing if the Lakers' front office can get their decisions right and if the team can maintain that group chemistry. If they do that, the Lakers' future will be in good hands and the chance of another title will become a much more tangible reality. The franchise's story is far from being written, and the next chapter could be even grander than anyone could have imagined. As the season unfolds, the challenge for the Lakers will be to fine-tune their roster to ensure that, regardless of injuries or setbacks along the way, the team remains competitive and cohesive. Team chemistry will be key, and that involves more than just the players on the court. The work between the coaching staff and the front office will also be crucial in making strategic decisions, such as trading players or signing reinforcements to meet the needs of the team. Steven Adams, if he joins the Lakers, will be an important part of this adaptation. His ability to block shots, grab rebounds, and above all, provide physical resistance to the opposing team is something the Lakers could use to advance even further. He would be an ideal support for Anthony Davis, allowing Davis to play more freely on offense, without the burden of having to protect the paint all the time. This dynamic could take some pressure off Davis and allow him to focus on his offensive game, without compromising on defense. Additionally, Adams' presence would help with the issue of exchanges and rotations. The fact that he is a high-level player with extensive playoff experience can make an immediate impact in high-pressure moments. Adams' winning mentality would be a valuable addition to a team already stacked with talent like LeBron and Davis, who are known for their ability to perform in the spotlight but also need support in the crunch. The team's future will depend on how well the group adapts to the new challenges and how they manage their stars, minimizing the risk of injuries and maximizing their production on the court. The chemistry between LeBron and Davis has been a pillar, but with the right additions and the right decisions from the front office, the Lakers can finally assemble a team capable of competing with anyone in the finals. Meanwhile, Lakers fans remain on edge, knowing that decisions made now could define the team's success for years to come. LeBron and Davis's window is limited, and the time to capitalize on this golden era is closing. The Lakers know this and are working to ensure that when that window ends, they have at least one more chance to compete for a title. If the right reinforcements are brought in, the rotation is adjusted, and the team continues to improve, the chance of another championship run becomes even more realistic. The future of the Lakers lies in the hands of their leaders and the strategic work that is done behind the scenes. If all goes as expected, the next big season could be one that goes down in history, and the franchise could once again lift the NBA championship trophy. That balance is also at stake when considering the evolution of Jackson Hayes, who has proven to be an important piece throughout the season. His ability to quickly adapt to the Lakers' style of play and his defensive energy showed how valuable he could be to the team's future. Along with other players like Dorian Finney-Smith, who has stood out in recent games, the depth of the Lakers roster has the potential to be one of their biggest advantages throughout the playoffs. However, this all depends on how the team is able to maintain cohesion and rhythm during critical moments of the season. On defense, the addition of Steven Adams could make a notable difference. His aggressive and physical style of play, combined with his playoff experience, would be a huge asset in matchups against teams with big centers, such as the Denver Nuggets or Milwaukee Bucks. His role would be to not only protect the basket, but also give Davis the freedom to explore the offense without the responsibility of defending every opposing center. This dynamic could open up new playmaking possibilities, especially if LeBron James continues to create plays and find the right teammates. However, this Adams trade does not come without its complications. While the presence of a strong defender like Adams is desirable, the Lakers also need to ensure that they are not sacrificing too much in terms of their future. The choice to sacrifice players like Gabe Vincent and Cam Reddish, plus the loss of draft picks, demands an immediate return, especially in such a competitive season. The team needs to be able to accurately assess the consequences of these decisions and ensure that the reinforcements acquired will actually help the team win a championship and not just improve the defense or rotation. Of course, even with the strength of their roster, the real test will be facing off against the other NBA powerhouses. With teams like the Phoenix Suns, Denver Nuggets, and even the Clippers, the Lakers will have to prove they can compete not just with their star LeBron, but with a cohesive and balanced team. This balance will be key to sustaining the team's competitiveness until the finals, where experience and star power will be at their maximum value. The playoffs are approaching, and with them comes the challenge of staying focused. The key will be not only individual talent, but also team unity, the ability to adapt strategies during games and the resilience to deal with the pressure of major competition. If the Lakers can put all these pieces together, the future of the franchise could be bright and the dream of a championship could once again be possible. The season is wide open, but the potential of this team is undeniable, and the focus now is on ensuring that every move is the right one to achieve glory. As the season nears its final stretch, the pressure is on and the need for perfect chemistry on the court has never been more crucial. Every play, every substitution and every decision made by the coaching staff could be the difference between achieving the ultimate goal. If the Lakers can align their stars, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, with the rest of the roster in a strategic way, the results could be astonishing. Furthermore, there is a need for constant adaptation. Players like Jackson Hayes, with his energy and aggression, need to continue to show consistency, making the most of every minute on the court to keep the rhythm of the season. Every contribution, no matter how small, can be the deciding factor in a tight playoff series. Depth in the squad will be key, as the bench needs to be as reliable as the starters. However, even with a talented team, the Lakers will have to face the giants of the Western Conference, such as the Denver Nuggets and the Phoenix Suns, who have already shown themselves to be extremely strong in previous seasons. Furthermore, we cannot forget the challenges that may arise along the way, such as a possible injury to one of the stars, or the need for more consistency in crucial moments. Having a healthy and morale-boosting squad will be just as important as the physical aspect. The job of the coach will once again be crucial. Adapting to each opponent's style of play and being able to adjust strategy during games are essential for success in the playoffs. Every move needs to be calculated, and the Lakers will need to be prepared to face teams that not only have elite players, but also have incredible chemistry on the court. With LeBron James, vision and leadership will always be a big asset. He's the kind of player who can elevate the performance of the entire team, especially when the game heats up. But as mentioned, the responsibility of carrying the team can't be placed solely on him. Anthony Davis, with his ability both defensively and offensively, needs to be a dominant presence in every game. His performance will be essential not only to their success in the playoffs, but also to ensuring that the Lakers can truly compete with the best in the league. Meanwhile, the addition of new names like Steven Adams provides an extra layer of versatility and strength. If he is acquired, It will be essential that the roster knows how to utilize him effectively, taking advantage of his ability to dominate the paint and protect the basket. This addition would undoubtedly bring balance to the defense and be crucial in moments of high defensive intensity, allowing Davis to play more freely and less overwhelmed. All of this, combined with the potential for surprises off the bench and the focus of each player, could create the perfect storm for a title run. However, nothing will be easy. The key will be to maintain consistency throughout the games, avoid silly mistakes and stay focused at each stage of the journey. The pressure to win a championship this year is real, and if the Lakers can channel all that energy into consistent performances, they could be on top once again. Ultimately, as the season continues to unfold, one thing is certain: the Lakers' future is at stake, and every move they make could be the decisive step toward glory. The franchise has had its ups and downs, but with a strong roster, with valuable players like LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and new reinforcements, the title seems to be more within reach than ever. It remains to be seen whether they will be ready to deal with the pressure and seize the opportunities that arise. The decision to bolster the roster could be the move that ultimately defines the Lakers' immediate future. But as always, there's a risk of taking too many risks. There's a fine line between a masterstroke and a misjudgment. Focus will be key. An acquisition like Steven Adams could certainly provide the necessary defensive stability and physical strength that has been lacking in some games. But the question remains whether the team really needs another defensive player, or if the problem is more about offensive consistency and playmaking when the pressure is on. If Adams does come, it will be vital for the Lakers to find a balance between their playing styles. His strength in the paint could provide the team with the protection they need against powerful opponents like Jokic's Denver Nuggets or even the Phoenix Suns, with their reliable shooters. However, his inclusion in the lineup will require adjustments, especially in the balance between defense and offensive fluidity. The Lakers cannot afford to give up their ability to score effectively, and a piece like Adams can help with that, albeit indirectly. What is clear, when looking at the franchise's immediate future, is that the Lakers' management has little margin for error. LeBron James, while still a dominant force, won't be able to carry the team alone for much longer, especially as he ages and needs to better manage his minutes. That puts even more pressure on the shoulders of Anthony Davis, who already has a history of injuries but whose skills, when at his best, make him one of the most complete players in the league. The challenge will be ensuring he stays healthy and performs at his highest level during the crunch moments. Meanwhile, the atmosphere in the dressing room needs to be kept positive, with all players, whether starters or substitutes, aware of their responsibilities. Jackson Hayes, for example, has shown with his energy that he has what it takes to make a significant impact off the bench. He may not be the most talked about player on the team, but his ability to step up when the team needs him most is something that should be taken full advantage of. Another critical factor is the support of the fans, who are always a source of motivation for the players at home. The LA Lakers have always been a franchise with a passionate fan base, and the excitement of the fans will be an extra fuel for the players. When the Staples Center or Crypto.com arena is filled with positive energy, the Lakers become nearly unbeatable, a factor that should never be underestimated. With all of this in mind, the team needs to stay focused on constantly improving and not losing patience throughout the season. There will be ups and downs, but what matters is how the Lakers adapt and grow from these challenges. If they can transition into the playoffs with a strong mindset, a healthy roster, and the confidence that they can overcome any opponent, the championship chase will not be out of reach. Balance will be key. We cannot forget the lessons of the past, where moments of success were followed by failures that could have been avoided with more consistency and discipline. But this team has the necessary ingredients to make it to the end. The big question mark will be their ability to stay united, adapt to situations, and respond to moments of pressure with maturity and focus. This season has all the ingredients to be special, but only time will tell if the Lakers can turn that potential into reality. The future is uncertain, but with the roster and options at their disposal, the sky is the limit. The city of Los Angeles and its fans are hoping that the franchise will once again achieve glory. The mission now is to show if, with all these resources, they have what it takes to reach the top and make this a season to remember. And of course, to make sure you don't miss any of the next crucial moments of this journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're as excited as we are about the future of the Lakers and want to stay up to date with everything that happens, from trades to the biggest highlights, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss any updates and can be part of this journey with us. Leave a like if you believe this team can go far, and share with your friends so everyone can follow the next steps of this incredible season. We're in this together.